pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off in Detroit. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
Goff working from the pistol. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. He has room past the 25. Keeps himself up.
Wow. Wow.
Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering why. Why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. That'll be caught. Here's Ty Chandler. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play, and it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Chandler again. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Called in left side. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're left with third and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game. All 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and you couldn't. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now gone. This is complete to Gibbs. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that gives the Lions the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Into the hands of Gibbs. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Now motion him out of the backfield. Running back sent in motion. Goff now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On first down, it's Goff. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
This is Gibbs on second down. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've been moving it well, but face a third down here. Off play action, Goff. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Chandler. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Third and long for him here. As the open man downfield. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's out a yard or 2 shy of the 15. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Able to find Chandler here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. McCarthy to throw it. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense up to the line fast. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And this one does not go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Goff. Finds Laporta. And they get this down to the 28. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Pass complete to Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal. Montgomery runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. David Montgomery with a touchdown. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. The Lions take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. McCarthy looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. And the time to go in our half.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort. I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Fox now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. He gets this one to Chandler. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3. This is hauled in by Chandler. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the gun, here's a body conduct. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Finds his back complete. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Rolling left, buying some time. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But Kate, the good news, you've got 2 more downs to try to find the first.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Back to the air, McCarthy. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings make it 17-all. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Goff working from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the crutch for moving the chains that time.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
On 1st down, it's gone. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
They give up the gut to Chandler. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Completed to his running back.
Okay.
Taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
All right.
They gain 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Could not beat the defender there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. Caught left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. This game's still tied after 3, so we're going to decide things here in the 4th quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll try it left with Chandler. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Buys time, rolling right. And they score! It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Working quickly here. First down throw from Goff. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Oh no, the ball is loose. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They'll stick with Chandler, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Going to the ground again on first. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And this one doesn't go far. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Shotgun handoff to Abanikanda. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Now a give to Chandler. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Vikings leading by 7. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. On the carry, it's Chandler. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Running is Chandler. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21.
Killed that clock.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You fucking killed that clock.
It's a give to Chandler. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Lions calling the timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This is Chandler. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one. It really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Goff on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's Goff. They left him wide open. It's complete. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a different level.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And they take the first...